Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm Nuruddin Abdullahi Ulajag with the English news on Somaliland National Television. Here's some main top stories making headlines. Somaliland Minister of Post and Telecommunication is speaking on the result of Wadajir Assembly in Gob District in our region. The Attorney General organized a 9 days workshop for the lawyers from across the country. Mubarak's son is walking free from jail after age of Timarcus revolution anniversary. Speaking to the media in his office, the Minister of Post and Telecommunications, Muhammad Jama Abgal, praised the respectable result from Cultural Assembly concluded by Western traditional leaders in Gob District in our region. The Minister of Post and Telecommunications, Muhammad Jama Abgal, speaking to the media, spoke about the recent Gob Assembly held in our region and praised the efforts of our traditional leaders at the standing side by side with the Somaliland government. Minister of Post and Telecommunication highlighting the necessity of the collective efforts of our regional cultural leaders, whose assembly held last week hosted supportive for the major developmental steps taken by the government. Earlier, in an assembly held in our region, cultural leaders pledged support for the continuous of developmental efforts undertaken by the current government and reiterated the necessity of preserving peace throughout Somaliland. Muhammad Jama Abgal highlighted the recent assembly of our cultural leaders in which they supported the sovereignty and unity of Somaliland as a step forward. Somaliland's Attorney General Hassan Ahmed Aden organized a 9-day workshop for attorneys from across the country where many issues will be discussed, including working towards positive solutions for violence against women and children in Somaliland. Also, the workshop discussed the legal procedure of divorce and many other social issues. Somaliland General Attorney Hassan Ahmed Adam that the workshop will be concluded on the January 5th. He explained that his workshop focuses on the issues of violence against women and children as well as the divorce. The General Attorney has also expressed his joyfulness for the commitment of his workshop and urged all the participants to focus on the increasing their knowledge during his short time and to benefit the people and the country with the experiences they will gain. Legal officials from Kenya and UK who are providing the training spoke about the importance of such training program and urged all participants to take advantage of the knowledge that they will be providing during the coming 9 days. The Wadajir Assembly was concluded by the top cultural leaders of our region in Gob District, where several crucial points were agreed. The Audel Community Cultural Historical Congress gathering continuing at Gob near the Lughaya has been concluded there. 700 cultural elders, sheikhs, women and intellectual delegates participated in such crucial cultural congress of its kind. The assembly had led by Sultan Ibrahim Chama Samatra, a very educated and famous sultan throughout Somaliland. Sultan Hassan Hadi Bade, Sultan Ibrahim Chama Dawal, Sheikh Abdullahi, Sheikh Ali Chauhor, Sultan Nur Dere and other western regions of Somaliland cultural leaders and educators who spoke at the Gob Assembly expressed the central idea of the Congress aims means of building a strategy of common interest and the cultural unity through the social groups of variable parties of the bigger societies in Kabyle, Odol and Sayla district. Honorable members of cultural leaders, chiefs, sultans and tribal king were invited to the congress as observers and also spoke at the occasion. The top cultural leaders of Awdal and elsewhere regions of Burmese people, Ugas Abdurrahman Ugas Roble Ugas Dodi, has concluded the 5-day cultural assembly at Gob Central. The Ugas encouraged every and each of the same cultural naming Congress people to build it to plan to strategy for common interest of cultural unity. The following points have been agreed in the conclusion of Congress: to empower culture of peace and inter-regional partnership stability, to build common interest and cultural unity through all persons of Burmese society in Somaliland state, to work and support the state, the current government and their brothers of other regions in Somaliland, to have culture of peace with the neighboring communities. Proposing and suggesting inter-regional boundary of Somaliland various sites should be based the referred to geographical map produced of 1960s. You're still watching English news on Somaliland National Television, the only speaking Somali channel with the English news, and now for our international headlines in detail. Freed from the jail on Monday, the sons of deported Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak are said to have visited their father in the military hospital where he is still in detention. The release of Allah and Gamal Mubarak, bearing their ritual in corruption case, was ordered by the court last week. They left the prison a day after the violent 4th anniversary of the uprising that ended their father's long rule. Hosni Mubarak himself could also soon walk free as the current has no conviction against him. Many Egyptians say the Mubarak era enriched an elite that included his sons but neglected millions of poor in Cairo. Reaction to brother's release was mixed. I think Gamal and Allah made some mistakes, but at the end of the day we have to abide by the rule of the judiciary, social local residency, called Muhammad Khalaf. I think he's a shock and failure for the revolution, said fellow Cairo dweller Sami Satek, adding that he does not understand why they were freed now. The timing could indeed full tensions, coming just after anti-government protesters clashed with the security forces on the 4th anniversary of Egypt's revolution. At least 25 people were killed according to some reporters, hundreds were arrested. Critics accused elected President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, the latest man from the military to rule Egypt, of returning the country to authoritarian rule. Allegations the government denies. Kurdish forces have been celebrating after claiming to have driven militancy from the self-proclaimed Islamic State out of Kobani in Syria. Kurdish forces have been celebrating after demanding the driving militancy from self-proclaimed Islamic State out of Kobani, Syria. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights said that the town had been retaken. A Kurdish flag was seen flying over Kobani with chattis in the air above. The Syrian state news agency Sana cited local sources in saying the terrorist organization Daesh had been expelled from the town. But some ASL fighters took to the social media to say the battle was still raging, and Washington, the U.S. State Department, also said it was not over. In a statement issued by the U.S. Central Command, the American military praised Congress anti-IS forces who now controlled about 90% of the town. The statement went on to say that IS failure in Kobani has denied them one of their strategic objectives. The Kurdish town close to the Turkish border has been on the front line of the battle against the extremistic group which has terrorized civilians, enforcing a brutal form of what he claims the base Islam. The celebration have spread to Kurdish areas in Turkey. In Iraq, the people poured onto the streets. Thousands were forced into exile from the Kobani after IS launched an actual last year. Since then, US-led forces have carried out almost daily air strikes, while Kurdish factories have patrolled on the ground. That's all news that we have for you tonight. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm leaving you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.